Hello, I'm Simulator Deck and welcome back to Train Sim World here on Simulator Deck. We've just started Train Sim World 4 and today we are going to have a look at the Metro Link. So let's get straight into it, shall we? So it did look a little bit like the Siemens Charger. We're really looking forward to seeing that come in at some stage way down the track probably, considering that it's just been introduced to Amtrak. Brightline, by the way, in America has just started service over the entire route, reaching Orlando International Airport in late September 2023 at the time of recording. It'll be interesting to see if anyone's mocked up one of these trains to look like a Brightline. That's probably the closest that you can do for the moment. But let's go, and on this episode we'll have a look at the Metrolink, and then on the next episode we'll go in and do a zoomer.
Welcome to LA Union Station, located in Los Angeles, California.
Thank you. I actually have been to Union Station.
Approved in 1926 and opened in 1939, LA Union Station was designed to consolidate rail services from Union Pacific, Santa Fe, and Southern Pacific into one station owned by the city. There's a missing route map over there. Fix that while you're here.
Oh, we're still doing that thing, are we? Where we go in and fix the route maps and do all that sort of stuff. I couldn't care. There should be a mode where you just turn all that sort of stuff on so you don't worry about it. Very low level platforms. So there's track 7, track 8, very, very American. Yeah, but this looks very similar to how I remember Union Station. Actually did a fair bit of train travel in the US, primarily on Amtrak, and also the other some of the other local systems as well. Oh, there's a police siren in the background. Hey buddy, how you doing? Alright? Hang on, I'm in America. How y'all doing?
There are many more route tasks to discover. Make sure to apply the route maps, put up the anniversary banners, hang up the hats, and visit the hot dog stands. Clark Smith, your shift supervisor, would like to speak with you.
Oh, so I presume that was the guy that we just passed. Talk to Clark. Okay. So I wonder if this is going to be a different voice. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's no voice. Hey, buddy, can you do me a solid and hitch a ride out to Santa Charter? I've got a train up there, but no 3 engineers. I've got Tim coming in to cover the shift, but he's an hour out at least in this traffic. If you head there now, we can avoid more delays. Sure thing. So he didn't actually talk, which was disappointing. Even if it had been the same voice of the guy that we were just listening to. So we're changing platforms. Oh, this is nice. Wow, this is so Train Sim World. I'm aboard the train. Alright, I'm going to sit upstairs. So obviously they've just got us going passenger on this one.
The Antelope Valley Line runs for over 70 miles from the bustling heart of LA to Lancaster, the western tip of the Mojave Desert.
That's cool.
The railroad along the Santa Clara River originally opened in 1876 and was operated by Southern Pacific as a connection to the National Rail Network. In 1979, due to falling demand, this line ceased operation. In 1990, the Los Angeles County Transportation Commission purchased the right-of-way from Southern Pacific. Passenger services as far as Santa Clarita began operation in 1992. When the Northridge earthquake hit in 1994, plans to extend the line north to Antelope Valley were expedited by over 10 years to aid relief efforts. U.S. Navy Seabees and a legion of workers from the LA County Public Works Department constructed stations in just a few days, rather than the 3 to 6 months they usually take. Passenger services started on this extension less than a week after the earthquake.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Today, this important commuter line carries over 5,700 people in and out of LA each day.
And in some areas that'd be a low number of people. But considering it's LA and the cars
Run
are
to the hills and experience the hefty power of modern American diesel. Tackle the tough terrain of Californian canyons with the Antelope Valley Line, between the sprawling Los Angeles cityscape and the desert bushes of Lancaster, in almighty Metrolink traction. West Coast rails are yours to explore in Train Sim World, Antelope Valley Line.
Cool. All right, let's get on to the locomotive.
In this training module, you will be learning to operate this EMD F125 Spirit diesel locomotive.
Come on, finish drawing in. There we go.
During this brief introduction, you will be taken through the critical driving controls and performing passenger operations. When you're ready to begin, climb aboard.
All right, let's get on the train.
Sit in the engineer's seat.
So it has taken us back to the training centre, which is a cool touch. All right, so we'll sit in the engineer's seat, which is, as I mentioned on the last episode, on the right because we're in America. Alrighty.
You'll now go through the steps needed to take over this locomotive.
Alright.
You will need to set the generator field switch. This needs to be enabled for the locomotive to generate power.
Okay. Generator field switch on.
This locomotive requires the reverser handle to be inserted before operation.
Alright. Reverser handle in.
Switch the front headlights on. Regardless of the time of day or weather, all locomotives must have their headlights on.
Headlights to dim.
You'll need to set the brakes to the correct mode to allow them to be controlled by this cab.
Set the brake mode to passenger. So there's obviously a freight mode. There it is, freight mode. Passenger mode.
We can now begin loading.
Alright, passenger doors open. Oh, they are too. Ultra low sulfur diesel fuel only. Okay, so the doors are indeed open.
It is time to depart. Close the passenger doors.
Okay, close the passenger doors. All I have to do is press Y.
The reverser determines the direction of travel.
Alright. Reverser to forward.
The master controller controls both the throttle and dynamic brakes. Dynamic brakes use the locomotive's electric traction motors to generate resistance to reduce the wear of the brake pads. Apply a small amount of throttle.
To power 4.
The automatic brakes are controlled with their own handle, but will blend the dynamic brakes in the air brakes. The air brakes will apply braking force to every car in this formation. Now, release the brakes.
Release. Full service. And release. Apply some more power and reach a speed of 80 kilometers an hour. Now, I'm not sure, but I'm going to look now. HUD and gameplay. Player assist. Let's just do that. See if that brings our HUD back. Notifications on. Turn motion blur off. I don't like motion blur. Now our HUD's still not there. Set master controller to idle.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
Okay, cool.
Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, slow the train using the master controller's dynamic brake range.
Oh, we got an alert.
The EMD F125 is a passenger locomotive manufactured by Electromotive Diesel for the North American market.
So this is the generation before the Siemens Charger.
It's powered by a Caterpillar C127 20V20 diesel engine, rated at 4,700 horsepower, and is capable of speeds up to 125 miles per hour.
Where's the horn? You haven't told us.
When it launched in 2017, it was the first new passenger locomotive in North America in 15 years. To date, 40 have been produced, all of which were supplied to Metrolink.
Okay, so it is still pretty new, 2017.
The F125 features a modern, streamlined body designed by Vossloh España.
I want to find out where the horn is. Set loader reset. CCTV cameras. Contact dispatcher. Can you do that? You can adjust your rearview mirror. Horn sequencer. Okay, I was expecting a... Turn the bell off. There's the actual horn. I forget the actual American code that you've got to use every time you hit a level crossing or turn the bell off. Alright, let's get a bit of power. And let's look outside. There we go. Go via main loop. Well, I don't know how to do that. So what happens if we go contact dispatcher? So that must be like for train order or something like that. Map not available. We'll see when we actually get to America if we can so we're doing 91 miles an hour. Now I don't know where my HUD's gone. Alright, we've got to stop at the station. So they've got a new style of countdown by the looks of things on that. So I don't know exactly how far away the station is at this point. Oh, 1.5 kilometres, so it's probably time to bring back our back to idle.
You are approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of braking force using the automatic brake to bring the train to a gentle stop.
Didn't give us a lot of time. Oh, we didn't stop at the station, did we? From the speed we were doing, it didn't give us a lot of time at all. Oh, we're going to have to go around again. Do we get the flashing headlights? The pulse auxiliary lights. Actually, that's not a level crossing. Alright, is that the station? It can't be. I think the station's just around the corner. Now, of course, in the real world, you'd have landmarks that you'd use for your braking points. Well, we're down to a good speed now. But the idea of the training centre is good. So you got a diesel train, you can run it. You got an electric train, you can run it. Where's the station? Can't be far off. I'm just going to stick at this speed. Shouldn't be far off. Ah, there it is. So we've only got a relatively short train. Alright, we stopped at the station. We didn't know it the first time around, but we did stop at the station. Oh, there I am. Okay, I've stopped at the station, but probably because I didn't know it the first time around. That's probably why. Alright, so we'll exit that because we're not going to be able to do anything further. So we'll go into timetable mode. And we'll see how we go. To the trains. Pick a train. Alright, Metro Link. Alright, so what have we got? Confair, take part in a special operation involving the transport of a prisoner to a correctional facility in Los Angeles. That's Confair. Impossible mission, a locomotive has broken down outside Union Station, is now causing a build-up of traffic. Complete your service without further delays, then report to the workshop for inspection. Blockbuster, witness explosions and action as you drive a train on a movie set. Oh, that's interesting. Take a hike. While approaching the San Gabriel mountain range, your shift supervisor noticed a panic hiker in Santa Clara and wants you to check on them. And home at the depot, take over services as they enter the yard and follow the instructions you are given regarding each service. So we'll do the first one. We'll do Confair. Take part in a special operation involving the transport of a prisoner to a correctional facility in Los Angeles. Let's get started. Should take us about an hour. But I tell you what, they've put some thought into those scenarios. It's just not drive a train from point A to point B, and let's see what happens. Although I am tempted also to do the next one, your train will see explosions. We'll do this one, and then we should do the next one. It's going to be a long episode, but let's see what happens. Confair. I like what they did there. Instead of Con Air, the famous movie, they've called it Confair. Good evening. Tonight we've been tasked with a very important job. A prisoner is being transferred from Los Angeles from another prison. 3 methods have been chosen for transport, though of course only one will be used. Rightio. Load passengers. Oh, but it's at night. We won't be able to see much at all. Due to the nature of this job, no one knows which of the 3 methods of transportation will be carrying the prisoner. Our job is to take our train from here at Lancaster and to head down the rails towards LA. Now, I don't like this because I can't see the... I don't even know where the cab lights are. Emergency light reset, contact dispatcher. Set the reverser to forward. Now, of course, in real life, you'd know where Brighton with Victoria, maybe that's the way they want it set up. So we're going to wait until 21:02, which it almost is. Multiple unit engine stop. The lights have to be... Right, lock the doors. Right, next instruction. Brakes are coming off. Right, engineer, everyone is on board, so we should set off at line speed towards LA. Just a reminder that we are not to exceed the speed limits and we should keep a very close eye on the track ahead in case we get sussed out. What does it look like from the outside? You know, I know that being outside is very important and all of that sort of stuff, but I can't sit there for an hour and a half basically in the dark, even dark outside. I can't do it. Let's drive the train on the movie set. There's no way I was going to continue that scenario. It's a shame that that scenario wasn't actually during the day. I get it, but if it was just me by myself and no one was watching, yeah, okay, cool, but we shall see what happens now. And plus, I want to see what this movie set looks like. Alright, so we're in our train. Oh, this... looks like we're in the cab car, are we? Yeah, we are. Alright. Today you will be working on a film set for an upcoming action movie. Take this train up to the set and await instructions from the director. Set the cab set up to set up. Oh, there's a whole heap of things I haven't even seen up here. cab setup. Setup. Field generator. Generator field 2 on. Insert the reverser handle. Where's the light switch, by the way? Ah, there it is. Don't know if it's a set the automatic brake cutout to cut in. Cut in. Set the reverser to forward. Set the automatic brake to release. Apply power to get moving. Oh, and our HUD's reappeared. Or something resembling our HUD's reappeared. So we're in a yard. At least we can see what's going on. Now, of course, the misconcerting thing about driving from this end compared to the loco where we were before is that you don't hear, like, you've got all the gauges and everything, sure, but you wouldn't necessarily hear the engine because it's down the back. Hang on, there's some electric trains there. Well, some electric trains overhead there. So, of course, because this is my first time, I don't actually know where LA Union Station is compared to where I am. Horn. Now I'm just going to blow the horn the Australian way, not the So we've got a speed reduction coming up and some restricted signals. So we'll start slowing down for that. Coming down nicely now. I presume that's not for me, because in America the signal, there we go, the signals are mostly on the right. Okay, so restricted signals coming up. Now, of course, being Australian, Los Angeles is one of the main ports that, one of the main places that Australians tend to go through when they go to America. Some people try and avoid LA like the plague, especially the airport. I know if I was flying into America now, I wouldn't mind flying into San Francisco. I never really, for the limited times that I've been through Los Angeles, I hadn't had many issues in terms of getting through the airport. It has been a while since I've flown though, 2014. Holy crap, next year it'll be 10 years since I've been anywhere international. We've got a 1 mile an hour speed restriction, or a speed zone coming up. Oh, okay, so the little graphics changed, so we must be coming up close to Union Station. We can probably take the brakes off now. Just a little bit of power so we don't slow down totally. We'll just cruise in. flashing red light. That's interesting. Alright, so there's our braking marker up there. Minimum brake. Alright, we'll just roll in. Ah, perfect. The director is ready to film a test run with the train, switch cabs and then drive the train to the starting position. Alright. Shut down cab, set the automatic handle to handle off. Set the automatic brake cutout to cutout. Oh, yep. Cutout. Set the fuel pump to off. Generator field to off. Engine run to off. Cab setup to off. Reverser to neutral. Remove the reverser handle. Switch ends. Oh, we're going to go down. Platform's on the right. Unlock the door. Steps. Close the door. All right. Okay, where was the light switch in this end? Because I don't think it's in the same spot. Fuel pumps are on. Generator field on. Engine run on. Oh, center cab light. Insert reverse handle. Reverser to forward. Set brake mode to passenger. Automatic brakes to release. So I don't know where the actual starting point is. So we're just going to stay at this low speed. Marker lights. Oh, I probably didn't change them at the other end. Okay, there's our stop point. Alright, objective complete. Now we're going to see some explosions. For this scene, the train has to keep up with the stunt car, keep your speed higher and pass each marker at the same time as the car. Get moving once the director gives the go ahead. Wait for the director. So I presume in actual fact you'd have someone in here. Everyone to positions, ready, and
action.
Oh. So I presume they'd have somebody in here talking to me in reality. Okay, so there's my marker up there. Oh, they're going to have me hit the car. Okay, via marker 2. Nothing happened. I can hear a helicopter. Yeah, it is a helicopter. Okay, here comes marker number 2. Cut, you weren't in time with the stunt car and we'll have to start again. I didn't even know where the stunt car was. Oh, man. Load last checkpoint with no restrictions. Let's try that. Didn't exactly give me any guidance. By stunt car, did they mean helicopter? So we'll see where it loads us into now. Where are they going to load us into? That is the question. Go via marker 2. Now I know I'm exceeding the speed limit, but they should have the car adjust to my speed, not me adjust my speed to the... Did it.
Alright, cut.
Okay, where were the explosions? Hang on, perfect run. I didn't even see what that had on the screen. Stop at the stop point. Oops, went through that turn in a little bit too hard. Alright, we're going to shut down the cab now. So set the brake mode to test. Automatic handle off. Fuel pump off. Generator field off. Engine run off. Reverse it to neutral. Remove the reverser handle. Switch ends. So where was the kaboom? There should have been an earth-shattering kaboom. Alright, sit in the seat. Whoops. Cab setup on. Fuel pump on. Generator field on. Engine run to on. Lights on. System test, what does that do? Probably nothing. Alright, what were we doing? We were putting the reverser in. Another handle to cut in. Cut in. Reverser to forward. Brakes are taking a bit of time to come off. Why is my train not moving? There we go. $50 miles an hour for the moment. But we do have a 25 coming up, so there's no point. As we saw before, it's a pretty slow speed approach into LA, into Union Station. So 2 miles to go before we need to stop. Now, the only time I left LA on the train to go somewhere apart from on the local metro system was late at night, so I don't really have any appreciation of what this is like, the approach into Union Station. So setup apparently means idle as well. So we'll just get the speed down a little bit. There is a 30-mile-an-hour speed board coming up. Now it's a bit of a paradox at the moment because I'm using my controller and so to me, if I use my right hand side of my controller, that's the master controller, but on the screen it's on the left. And vice versa, the brake's on the right of screen, but it's actually using the left hand side. Of the controller, so the controls at the moment are reversed. Oh man, I hope they show you the explosion after all this. Okay, so off means idle. Okay. Okay, there is a 12-mile-an-hour speed board coming up. So we've got 0.7 of a mile to go before we have to stop. Now you can turn all this HUD off, but I've just left it on. So we're right on our 12 miles an hour now for our next speed board, which is coming up very soon in about 400 yards. Episode title, there was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Earth-shattering kaboom? Question mark? We'll just bring our speed down just a tad. There was supposed to be a kaboom, an earth-shattering kaboom! There was no earth-shattering kaboom, not that I've seen. I'll probably add that in post-production. I hate it when they lie in a scenario description. I'll probably add it in with CGI. I'd like them at least to show me the earth-shattering kaboom. that's starting to come into sight now. Yeah, and unless from a distance, unless you see the supports for the building roof, you can't really see it from a distance because the platforms are low level, so they don't really stand out. That flashing red just seems so odd. There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom! There was no kaboom! So we'll just come in nice and slow. And I just don't want it to appear on the screen. Okay, you have completed the scenario. Well done. I want to see an earth-shattering kaboom. I was promised an earth-shattering kaboom. Shauna, did you see an earth-shattering kaboom? Alright, brakes on. That's interesting. The loco's facing the other way. But that's the way I am at the moment. I'm actually not in a loco, so maybe they do the same thing in San Francisco where they only have the locos pointing in one direction. And so every locomotive is at the same end on every train. And the cab car's at the other end. I don't know enough about the system. Okay, shut down cab, automatic brake handle to handle off. Hang on, automatic. Handle off. Oh, that's cut out. Fuel pump to off. Generator field off. Engine run off. Marker lights on. Cab setup is off. And it doesn't help that it's not exactly set up the same at either end. Alright. Reverser to neutral. Take the reverser out. Switch ends. Now where are we going? Other side. So we have to do it again. 9:59 AM, and it is in game time. In real life time, it's 3 PM on the 25th of September as I'm recording this. Won't be up for a few weeks because I've already got stuff planned. Alright, climb up. Alright, what are we doing doing now? Alright, so we're going again. Probably back to the yard. Fuel pump on. Generator field on. Engine run on. We'll do our... Reverser handle in. Reverser into forward. Passenger mode. Automatic brake to release. Apply power to get moving. We might be going again. Now we're going to turn the bell off. I hope they gave me a waiver to do all this, so I don't have to obey track speed. Because there was no way you could have done that scenario doing track speed, I thought. Well, looks like we're just going back into the yard, are we? I don't know. Or are we going again? Starting point's coming, stop point's coming up. There it is. I think we're going to do it again. Let's see, was that scenario did I see scenario complete? Now what are we doing? Hello? What are we doing? All the crew are in position and ready to film. Keep up with the stunt car and pass the markers as before. The director will begin the countdown any moment now. Wait for the director. We'll start taking our brakes off. But I don't know where the car is. Two. One. Action. Where's the car he's talking about though? And he should be telling me what speed he wants me to do. There's the point. Go into... Oh, there was the kaboom! I think it was called the train that couldn't slow down. There's no way you could do this scenario and just do track speed. Oh, there's the kaboom! Am I still powering? I am. Objective complete. And cut. Nice driving out there. Let's see how you did. Oh, we're going to see the Shattering Kaboom! We're going to see the Shattering Kaboom, you guys. Okay, let's see how I did. Oh, they're not going to just show the normal graph, are they? Come on, I want to see the Shattering Kaboom. Oh my god, they didn't even show the earth-shattering kaboom! They didn't even show the earth-shattering kaboom! Let's see how you did. I was hoping it was not going to be this. Your performance breakdown and all that sort of stuff. And there's no way that you could do that scenario. There's no way that you could do that scenario and just do that at track speed. Oh, man. I wanted to see the earth-shattering kaboom. I wanted to see the earth-shattering kaboom. Anywho, I have been Simulated Irk. You have been wonderful. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to learn the Azuma next time. I've been Simulated Irk. You've been wonderful. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.